He's still... Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yeah, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with a relation to the circus is well aware of this. That button just clicked. He wanted Regina. He didn't want the ringmaster. He wanted Regina at that. I got it. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. I can clear it up. Hold on. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. I know it. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Good, I need something to drink. It was obviously, if you remember, he put it in Regina's pocket. And then Regina said, fuck this shit, I ain't no murderer. Pinned it on the board. Then the ringmaster saw it and was like, oh, hell no. So he actually wanted to kill Regina. And that's why there was pepper in the chest. Is because she put pepper on his scarf, which made the lion sneeze, which made the lion bite down and kill his brother. Or put his brother in a coma, not kill. But you get what I mean. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And I think it was the most important one of the group. Jeebus, am I hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. Hey, he did? Psst, psst. But, I'm never gonna lose nobody, you know? But you're not. Which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence? There she comes you. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyway. Now, detective, I'm sorry. But why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, detective? Ho! Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why it's still a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? That reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. Hold on, let me fix something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he wanted Regina there. He didn't want the ringmaster dead. He wanted... What did he mean by that? The very end part. Bat's scarf stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. So my thing was right. He wanted Regina. He wanted to kill Regina because she put pepper on his scarf, which made a lion sneeze and bite. My theory was rock solid. I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah! Don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. Hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Court is now back in session. Miss Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof for what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. See what it says. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster took us in. I became an acrobat around 9. I wanted to find a way to repay him. That was my sole purpose in life. Oh. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witnesses deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course there's no need to question him. There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already! Oh, I thought I was gonna get like a... Mr. Wright, I would like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know. Can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? Of course I can. Now that I've come this far, there is no way I could answer no I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Very well, then please outline in the court. Let us see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster. Cool. Yeah. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why okay, I'll go fuck myself. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was always from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all! That's what I meant to say in the beginning. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish! Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things. Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night, was it? What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with! What? That's right, bitch. Order, order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow! Mr. Finn is right. What in the world are you trying to do to this court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Take that! Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? Yep. Objection! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. Objection! You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all I have to do is say you're wrong. That's it. That's it, mister. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now! I I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Barry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Was that evidence to prove it was out to kill the young girl? Huh. It's pretty obvious. This right here. Alright, Mr. Wright. At this point, the only thing that's important right now is evidence. It's better than me, bluff. You're not going to... Ow! You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, I picked the wrong thing. There we go. I'm gonna save in case I fucking... Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It is ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note in someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster! You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Barry. That's right, girl. Order! Mister, write this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. Isn't it? It is on theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up on the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Uncle gave us earlier today. Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have extended that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool with the foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it would have meant that it's not exclaimed that Regina Barry the murderer! You don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? That ringmaster knew what that note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In the place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I know and more. Now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron! Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it! What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know, I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence that the incident 6 months ago is actually the pepper.
Take that!
That's you! What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Spicy? It isn't a joke at all. It is the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence was designed! Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you trying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tired of his own foolish ways. Are you so sure? Then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Take that! Who is this? This is Acro's younger brother. Objection! What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she'd tell it to him? You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into a current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina would never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now, what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that. A lion-biting Bat was no accident at all! What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There was no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite. Take that! That's just a scarf? Acro? This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina? Regina gave it to him? Regina? There was something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. What? Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering— Whoa! But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. What's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. But Gone Karma does. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper in the scarf! What? You fool! You've got to be kidding me. Objection! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? Wait, 1, 2. You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Aqua nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. I think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You don't mean... You can't mean... Witness?! Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright? Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster... Where's the evidence that proves that claim? Fuck. You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that defense claims was used. If that would be found in Acro's room. And if it was covered with the victim's blood, that'd be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something! This is the last step. If I can get this one right, the case is won. The room was already searched. Might be worthwhile to search Akko's room, but why are you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of unkarma total justice. I guess. I figured with you that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Avant karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Akko's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If you find what you think we found in that room, Akko would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. It looks like you lacked the final nail to put in my coffin. But! What about the scarf? What about the note? What about that, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. Bust. Where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You Phoenix Wright, you know where that bust is? I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? Seems that this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments looked at have fallen short. Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. Hold it! Who said it? Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous on this bit of my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? The rest up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait! You can't be serious! Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Aqua's lived his life until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope with logic, there's no room for a false step. Swing or swim is the only way through is forward. The murder weapon! Where's Max's bust? Now. Fuck it. Okay. We're going with somewhere in this courtroom. And then if I get game over, I'll come back. It's obvious! The bus is inside this very courtroom! It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of this bust once and for all. Acro? I'm just guessing. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it would be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. The only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Massively played. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How'd you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Because you always took my trash out every morning, you know. The bust. Obviously I can't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. The only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. It's Von Karma. You had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of the court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. Sure, you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me make a mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that! Seems you finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Mr. Russellberry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. That's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean anything for bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her no matter what. What I'm truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So you're saying that you're a victim of all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, and I pondered giving myself up. But I just couldn't up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot! I can't believe it. You beat me again! I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty! Forgive me! This court is adjourned. Yes, sir. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max. 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. What's the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. It's all my fault! Sweetie pie! I'm bad and aggro, they're never coming back! Now everyone's gonna split up! Regina? Mr. Wright, tell me something! What do you want to know, Regina? Aggro said something about right at the end. I just could not believe yet. Does that mean Aggro? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? Of course he is. I think that's his plan. But what can you do about it? You get to do some awful bad things to him, Regina. You're right! You won't ever forgive me, Willie! Yikes, it looks like I struck the final blow on Regina. Poor Regina. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So, whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was a really amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen! The best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh! That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. And I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max? Let's work together and make our own circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We gotta work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo? Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Max? Nick? It seems like everything's going to turn out alright here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats! It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats. Okay, I get it. Yep, I get it. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It literally paid off just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. A game theory. If Akko really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Miss Akko's case, you don't gotta worry. I will personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. The end. Final episode of this game is right around the corner, folks. Whatever shall we do?